God damn it, I wanted music to play. I hate when it doesn't immediately start playing music at the beginning of my streams.
Yeah.
I'll just sit in silence then. I can't progress
Yeah.
for 5 minutes. As we begin. Oh, actually, hold on. I need to dock my chat. Not like kill you all. I need to put the window in OBS so I can read it.
Yeah.
However, you're all on thin ice, so watch out. Alright, wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? Oh, he's gone. This is a ridiculous statement from Gumshoe. It must be big, then. It's so big! This plane's enormous, Jesus Christ. That staircase went on for like 8 times longer than it should have. Okay, well, let's see it. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and an ultra luxurious first class seating. So is this the real scene of the murder? There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay. Let's get investigating, sir. Alright, cool. Oh my god, one's missing. Giant bed sheets.
I could almost sleep in those ones.
Alright, see ya.
Not quite big enough, though.
Well, he could probably sleep anywhere. I imagine he doesn't have a bed. Okay, what happened last time? Not a lot. I feel like these cases are spinning their wheels a little bit. And basically the murder scene has just been moving slightly each time, so now we're here. We still know that the murder took place sometime between, I think, 5:40 and 6:15. Yeah, the body was likely moved, or was moved, with one of these suitcases, presumably that missing one right there. And Miss Tenario is our prime suspect currently, even though we know that it's probably not her. Cop was not much else. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on like the international conspiracy where like Cammy's a fucking international spy or something.
Yeah.
What do we got? What we got? That won't matter anymore. That won't matter. That won't matter. Still don't know shit about this. If this will even matter. I mean, we used it to determine that his phone was missing. I don't know if the location will have any significance.
What was up with the phone?
It was just missing. He had a lanyard, and it wasn't there.
Okay.
I see.
Where did you found it though? Where was it?
We have not found it.
Okay, so that's a different phone then. The thing.
No, it is the idea of the phone.
It's the idea of the phone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The victim supposedly had one, but it has gone missing. Did the killer take it?
Gotcha.
We put a hat back on this thing. Presumably, this is not actually the murder weapon. It was part of the setup to make it seem like Edgeworth was the killer or Tenario was the killer. The suitcase got dragged back into the shop. Made a brief stop from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. to transfer cargo and refuel at the transfer point in Jiangfa. It's Milei's testimony. Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Okay, so it was 5 a.m. to 6:15 that we're looking at then. Virginian cloth was found inside this thing. Here's the cloth.
Yeah, the little statue I think they determined still could have been the murder weapon.
Yeah, Edgeworth's not. Edgeworth is thoroughly convinced that's not the case, though.
Right.
Because it would have to have been Miss Tenario to have opened the case, grabbed it. However, wait, it doesn't make sense anyway, because it was never put back into its case to break out during the turbulence, is the thing. It's just at the murder scene. So unless the murder happened, like, during the turbulence, then it is likely not the weapon. Okay, so right, then we narrowed down the time even further to 5:40 a.m. That's right. Because Tenario bought one of her own ugly suitcases because she's sad. Understandable. And now we're here. Look at these bed sheets. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. It sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. Everyone's so mean to him.
Yeah. It's true.
Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair. These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over. This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy. Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200?! How much fucking money is Tenario making? She buys one every flight, and presumably she's on, like, numerous flights a week, right?
Yeah, she's probably, indebting herself to some degree in this.
$1,200. I think I'll pass. Yeah, and this scenario wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Speaking of, how the fuck does she afford that? It definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? Ah, his glasses. A bunch of glass fragments. What could it mean?
I'm doing it. I
haven't failed yet. What the hell? I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. Uh-oh. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glass lenses. Lenses. Yo, fuck the English language and all these fucking S's. Ergo, the victim was here just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I mean, I haven't really been here, you know? I've been, like, not on the plane. I'm hungry.
Where was I?
Where are any of us? Where are we going? God, I hope Franziska whips me still. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Investigation complete. Tenario's lie. So that flight attendant, Rhoda Tenario. She's the killer, isn't she? I don't think we can say for sure yet. But there certainly are a great number of things pointing us in that direction. You mean like how she didn't tell us about her buying her own suitcase? Yes. However, in regard to the keycard being stolen, I can't seem to find any evidence that she's lying about that. Crazy. This cargo hold is really big. I can't believe they can fit stuff like that in here. Detective, what are you going on about? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Whoa! Stuff's falling on me! Oh, I can't get really into my work without something like this happening first. Well, let's get the show on the road. Which item do you want to start on? In this world, there are those who are masochists. And then there is Gumshoe. Wow.
They hate him because his ass is fat.
Yeah.
Why is everyone
so mean to me? Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal? It's what the victim checked in, sir! So the suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait. A file. And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir.
What?
What?
Yeah, she was there surprisingly early. You pointed that out.
Oh, it wasn't to meet up with Edgeworth?
No.
Oh, that's so sad. Anyway, it looks like a profile on Franziska. Why did Mr. Hicks have a document on Franziska in his possession? Why would Mr. Hicks have a file on her?
Hey, sis.
Franziska, are you just gonna stand there moping? What are you doing? Why are you just standing there? Alright, that's up here. Despite it being a physical piece of evidence, it's in my logic folder. Have you noticed anything strange happening around here? No, sir! I haven't noticed a thing! I'm not sure that he meant to sound so oblivious. Hey, get out of my way. Hey. 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 I said fucking move. Dickwad. Yes, sir. Not you. Okay.
Morning, Professor. Nothing to report.
Nothing to fucking report. All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable, and this one it says pharma cuticles? What does it mean? This one says for exorcism use only. Just what kind of operation is this airline running?
Again, it's just Maya's luggage.
This is Maya's luggage. Oh, I just love pushing the buttons on elevators and crosswalk signals. Hey, you should give it a try, sir. Go on. Push it. The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, detective. It can't move. Oh, yeah. I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now. Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special keycard. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels require a keycard, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. Who could it be? Hey. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at the airport for something besides this murder. Yes, I was. Why? I've been following a very large and involved governmental level international crime, but it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Is Chun-Li gonna show up? Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be
I mean,
fun.
why not?
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure.
there's no reason these worlds can't exist together.
Fucking.
It would make
Phoenix
it would make so
the
much
master of
sense.
the Tatsuno Hado.
Yeah, like that would be.
He fucking kills people who touch him.
Yeah, well, he's immortal also. Yeah, like where's the defending Ryu case? Where's
Dude,
the
where is the defending Ryu case?
like Ryu's a fucking perfect defendant for the Phoenix Wright series. Where's the it would just need it needs to be like Harvey Birdman, but all the Capcom characters. We've talked about this. We're retreading old ground. We've brought this up before. We talked about this in like the first Phoenix Wright playthrough. Why doesn't this exist?
It's a big good question. God, so if Ryu's
Fuck.
on trial, is the okay in this dream game scenario, who is the opposing attorney of the whole game?
Oh, Well, I mean, I would just prefer it to be Edgeworth whenever, honestly.
Sure.
I don't know, Virgil?
It could be Virgil. Yeah, I was thinking
Virgil? Sigma? Sigma could probably do it, because him and Von Karma are similar.
Sure.
I
I like the idea of it being Akuma.
also
raging.
like the idea of it being Akuma.
So he can just raging demon you.
I don't think he's intelligent enough. Ken's just Clavier, so... Nah. Like, I guess Chun-Li fits the bill. She's a cop.
Oh, sure.
Like, as we're talking about, she's an Interpol agent. Vega... I guess just Bison could do it.
It should be Chris
Chris
Redfield.
Field, yep. Leon S. Kennedy on trial for not impregnating his sister. Man, it was hilarious during that. The one good thing from that Capcom event that was terrible was when it showed Jill in her RE3 remake design in the CG movie where she has not aged up, and she was hand in hand fighting with Leon S. Kennedy. The jokes write themselves. Like, does Capcom know?
Maybe they do.
Oh, and then you would need one. You would need like a defendant that was like a monster from Monster Hunter. It's Dodogama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, defending the Dodogama. That's not too far off. I'm pretty sure you defend a whale in 6. I think the DLC case of Phoenix Wright 6 is you defend a whale.
I believe that's correct. And he's defending a whale, sir.
What are you? Most sold game ever. What are they fucking doing? Shame. Just a fucking shame. Anyway, Interpol is involved. It's a top secret operation, so I really can't tell you any more than I already have. Yeah, but check this out. This is really important, Francisco. I need you to look at it. Okay. That, not really a whole lot here.
No.
Got anything here? thing's as tall as two of you on top of each other, sir.
Huh, so 20 feet tall, huh?
It would probably take 20 of you to cover the entire surface of this monstrosity. What? Really? Yeah, I guess that sounds about right. There's really no need to take that throwaway estimate seriously, Detective.
They were talking about the plane.
I think you're right.
The plane's 20 gumshoes long. Or its surface area is only 20 gumshoes.
Oh. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Franziska? Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir. Franziska said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Holy shit. Maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was in actuality Interpol Agent Hicks. It can't be possible, sir. He's not named after any sort of, vegetable. Like that other guy. Yeah, there really was a fucker named romaine lettuce, huh? And you're like,
let us forget that.
Yeah, let us, indeed. But like, and you're like forced to try and find the pun. But there's nothing. I think Franziska has some explaining to do. Ayo, sis. My logic is empty. Out of logic. The truth behind Hicks. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense, what are you talking about? Lady, you basically all but spelled it out for me. We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. She didn't use his full name.
No.
But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very long international smuggling ring. Oh, thank God. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put him on the case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Oh. Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Franziska, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No. Unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Yes. And then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare, disgusting, ugly suitcases and they entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up... Oh... The plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. What? Really, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero. Alright, lady, time to die.
If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold.
Man, I'm really stuffy tonight, fuck.
But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here.
Yeah.
The only person with such a high-level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you?
No. I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold.
Hold it!
That might be true, but then, it could be anyone, including Miss Mealy, or even the captain.
Don't be a fool. A plane with a pilot, without a pilot in the cockpit is like, there's no co-pilot?
It's a clown world. I don't know, how is that? I'm shocked there's even a pilot. Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like...
Horse without a rider. Prop in hand. Much like Scruffy over there.
Oh. He also, like, neighed a little bit to match the horse analogy. I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. And that's just what's so sexy about him, Franziska. Anyway, very well. Then what about the other flight attendant, Miss Mealy?
I thought you might ask about her.
But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here.
Hold it!
But it's highly likely that the key card was stolen from Miss Tenero.
Objection!
It's highly likely? Is that possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father?
Hate that guy. Oh. Yes, well... Well, I don't have any evidence,
Be quiet. You're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just the key card that gives her away.
Are you talking about the murder weapon, the Mr. Ifley piggy bank? Doesn't it have a cute little hat, Franziska?
Yes.
Yes.
She is the only one person with a key card to open a display case.
Irrelevant. Further, there was the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. Was this here on the first run? Did we just unlock that without anyone acknowledging it?
Yeah, I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, I don't remember reading that. Whatever.
Hold it!
Fine.
Objection!
I was burping. What was that? But that was a fake? Is that what he said?
Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring.
Are they allowed to say that? This is mystery fiction. Are they allowed to just point that out?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
sure.
can
sure,
they
sure.
do that?
Looks at the camera.
Real cerebral shit, man. You ever think about how the origin is a literal red herring? I guess that's not too. I mean, I guess that's just how words work.
If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon, and where did it go?
I hope it's the suitcase. You could probably kill someone with a suitcase. Oh yeah,
Maybe.
it would be
I think you
hard.
could probably kill someone with anything, really.
Right, but I mean, like in general use, like it's on the in the realm of reasonable. It's definitely on the harder end of things to do.
Sure.
However, like an empty suitcase that
You could probably swing it and hit the guy with the wheel and...
yeah, no, like let's look. Yeah, like there's blood on the wheel right here. Or that's grape juice. It's grape juice. But yeah, still.
But yeah, you could beat someone with that, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely could. It would not be easy. However, like you get a nice clean hit with the wheel to like the temple or something or into the eye. It's just like, nah, they're down. You could like strangle them with the bars, I guess. Like push into their. Let's not talk about this.
Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
But have you considered she ate it?
Oh, fuck.
There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? It's a good question. The body's definitely the body's a pretty reasonable one, right? Like you can find out a lot about what actually killed someone, and if the state of the piggy bank actually.
Yes, there's blood on the corner of it, so it definitely looks like this was the murder weapon.
Yes, for sure.
Right? So looking
But
at
also,
that, it's
like-
hard to say what's wrong with it.
I don't think we ever examined this. For there to be this much blood on this piece of cloth, was the victim wrapped in it at some point? According to Mr. LeBlanc, this textile is fairly famous. What a waste. I guess that's a lot of blood, so...
Yeah, but...
Even though it does not look like it's... Unless it's huge.
Yeah.
It might be gigantic.
Right.
Yeah, because it lined the suitcase, so I guess that actually is a pretty big piece of cloth. What should be examined further to ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? Not the crime scene.
Yeah, we've been over that a billion times.
I'm gonna hit the body.
The body, yeah.
Franziska, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusion.
Oh, was I?
Yes. We don't even have the autopsy results yet. My favorite thing. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon?
That autopsy report
Uh-oh.
is predated.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
See,
Yes, sir.
contact the medical examiner office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy.
Yes, sir. Oh! We've got trouble.
The plane's gone.
What is it, detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know one thing for sure.
He's still alive.
He wasn't actually dead.
Report now.
The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
From his shoulder down to his mid-back.
Bro, is the suitcase.
Yeah,
Bro.
or he was put in the suitcase and thrown around.
Yeah, put him in the fucking food processor.
Yeah.
The dog said that it's one giant bruise from a beating down his shoulder down to his mid-back. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back. He was beaten over such a wide area? Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir.
Yeah, so I'm thinking at this point. Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean?
Oops, my meds fell over. Sorry, everyone. I don't know if that picked up. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, so I'm thinking at this point, like, well, there is going to be this international, like, stuff going on, right? Rather than it being, like, an assassin doing a hit or something, I'm thinking it is just going to be Rhoda, and, like, she owed this guy money or something, right? Because, like, the plot point of these things are expensive, I think, is going to come up.
Yeah, it's possible.
And he was, like, just extorting her or something.
Anyway, here's the murder weapon right here.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's it right there. Right there.
It's somewhere on this plane.
Possible. It has to be the suitcase, unless a bat shows up suddenly.
Yeah.
What is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean? Well, that's, Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective? Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir. That's like the first thing you do. What'd you do, take his fucking blood pressure?
You're completely useless. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Sir, I told you already you can't go down there. Who's he gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be. It's gonna be that one guy. No, you remove yourself from my way. What is all that racket?
Yeah.
My luggage, my cargo. They're mine, and I demand you return them to me. We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience. This dude stands up. Chest straight out. Are you gonna kill this cop? I suppose there is no choice. Finally. I think he gave. Hey, what are you doing? You have left me no choice but to use strong force. Ah! You won't get past me.
Raging demon, let's go!
This is... Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about. Edgeworth just stopped time. Knocked him down the stairs. Now that's a reasonable... That's pretty reasonable. Threw him over the ledge. Also, this guy's about to die, everyone. Have your cheers ready for when his neck splatters and the life leaves his body.
He's gonna fall directly on Gumshoe and split in half around him.
Oh, I thought you meant like he was gonna split into two of himself. Average start of a stand battle. Guy just splits in two after he falls down off a staircase. Also, what's that cop made of? Further, there was the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. Are we time traveling? What's fucking happening right now?
That's where it stand.
Is there some way for me to prove that this isn't the real murder weapon? Oh my god! After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. Nobody could find anything that could be considered the real weapon in the hold. Yes, it was so simple all along. The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. How did Edgeworth grab this information? The morphogenetic field. Yoinked it from the fucking ether. I like how his hair's bruised. No, I guess that's the head wound. I'm sorry. That was a silly thing to say. Pokemon tomorrow. God damn.
I think it's cause of death. And weapon couldn't be found.
I'm going with exactly what you just said. Oh.
Maybe that wasn't it.
Wasn't it? Not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic. Okay.
All right, we'll try it again because we're right.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, I think you're right.
Smuggling. What does smuggling say?
Yeah, we should have checked that. Nah.
I think we should try it again.
Oh, we should just do these two. Is there a way to prove this isn't the murder weapon? Massive bruise.
Oh, sure. Yeah. This just isn't the thing that hit him.
There we go.
Okay.
Edging
that
complete. Good thing I took my zinc supplements. Oh wait, zinc's right over there. Oh man, I wouldn't want to eat him for big cum. Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sorry, but you are under arrest for being a murder weapon.
Yeah, it happens every week.
It'd at least be something new for once. Yo, fuck the refractory period. If you're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. In all the Phoenix Wright games we've played, has a cause of death been something like this?
The environment killed someone?
The environment. Of a fucking environment kill.
Because people have been shot, stabbed, clubbed.
Yes. I think the first case of the second game, the guy fell. Maybe?
Yeah, he was pushed off
I think he was made to look like he fell, but he didn't. It was something like that. I know there was falling involved with it.
Yeah, because they were like at the beach or whatever.
They were at a park.
Or a park, yeah.
Something fell on a guy's head in the circus case. What's the second case of 2?
That's gonna be the one at the.
Oh, that's the good one. Yeah, that one. I like that one. That That one was murder with a gun. I think it was strangling for the last case of 2. That one was confusing. That one had a lot going on.
I suppose the first case of 3 was electrocution, right? Which is sort
Oh
of the
yeah,
environment.
that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we count that. That bitch was fucked up. Imagine having the gall to push someone into and or like move a power line to kill someone. Then the second case of 3 was, I can't fucking remember any of these cases.
That's the Phantom Thief case. I think I think the guy just sort of murdered a dude though.
Wait, who died in that case?
It was just some random guy. It was like the CEO of the security company.
Oh, right. He was in the safe.
Yeah, he was murdered by
Yeah,
the
because I was thinking,
dude.
right, because the whole thing, it was 2 crimes happening at the same time. The heist and the murder. Right, I was thinking, yeah.
Then the next guy gets poisoned in
Yep.
in the
the guy with the beanie. And then sweet ass sword.
yes, sword.
Dude, sweet ass sword. And then Apollo Justice was bottle to the head. Yeah, I believe it was bottle to the head in the first case. Gun. Yeah, gun to the temple.
Was Lettuce poisoned also?
What?
Or was he just beaten to death or something?
How did he die? I think he was just shot. Yeah, I think he was just shot. That's like you don't remember the thing about how they died ever. You always remember like the weird trick in it, like with the magic trick. It's like I'm thinking like the whole case relied on that magic trick and a bomb. I remember there being a bomb in that case, yet there was no bomb. I don't think, but there was a switch, as if there was a bomb. These games are weird. But yeah, I think this is our first stage hazard fatality, which is pretty cool. All right, but so far we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. That guy's dead. What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here? Franziska! What? Jesus Christ, why are you yelling? What do you want? I found it, Franziska. I found the real murder weapon. This I-390 plane is under arrest.
You did?
He really jumped.
He really jumped.
We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time.
All around us, you might say.
He might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs.
There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit.
This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across. No, this is funny. They're both in their contemplating poses. Edgeworth closes his eyes for a little bit. Opens them back up. Very nice. Oh man, he doesn't have the paper to
yeah.
with the paper in front of him. Well, Phoenix is the one with the good paper one because he slaps the shit out of it.
Yeah.
God, I wish that were me.
If you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence.
Oh, his back is the evidence. You two aren't listening at all, are you?
Come on then. Show me this real murder weapon you speak of.
I don't think we have evidence to
The
show.
plane itself.
Don't have evidence to show. I don't have any evidence to show you. There it is.
Miss your reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show?
Perhaps I should have phrased it as that which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal. Really was a stand. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death. Free fallen. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words...
Same? Free fall by Tom Petty?
yeah. Hey. It's all coming together. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. He fucking
Fuck! Fell to his death.
Unheard of in this world. Yes. This is the only plausible possibility. I know we're all made out of steel and would just bounce back up unharmed, but not every man is built like us.
He fell right into a suitcase, which rolled into the elevator. Then when it got off on his floor, it rolled into the gift shop.
Possible. Non-zero. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death.
But the murder happened inside this plane.
Ironic, isn't it? I know.
Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from?
Lady, look. Don't make me get Godot in here to start disrespecting you.
He's just gonna kill her.
I hate women like you. As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time.
You can't mean.
Oh, but I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold. What? Then, we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sirs. Hey, you! Tell me you aren't dead, pal! Quiet! Why are you screaming? Oh. He's alive.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that. They were testing to see if you could die.
I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances. However, what if there was a shit ton of turbulence?
The current circumcises? What is that supposed to mean?
Don't bring that up. We don't do that in America. Never. Maybe that's why Edra still holds some respect for Von Karma. He's Von Karma
retroactively circumcised.
Yeah, even though Edgeworth was like 8 years old when his father died, somehow Von Karma, being his adoptive father, mentor, guardian, uncircumcised Edgeworth. But only in the localization.
Oh, good.
Let me make that perfectly clear. It's the only thing that keeps parity between the two versions. That sure isn't circumcised in either. You think we'll ever be held accountable for anything we say on here?
We're getting fucking firing squatted to death.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll be remembered at least if I get killed by a firing squad, I guess.
My god, he's refusing the blindfold.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. I don't think I'd want the blindfold. I wouldn't know until it was about to happen, though. Anyway, suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? It would have been a Borginian pancake for sure, sir. Oh.
I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there.
Yeah, but was it?
So there is no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios.
It may be there now, but there is no proof that it was always there.
As if there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there.
Oh man, you're Franziska. You picked the wrong day to even to speak to me. Not that one. Not that one. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Ah, but there was.
What?
What can I use to show her that it's possible the box was not always where it is now? Ah, yes, the refueling in Zhangfa.
Take that!
You refueled in the Republic of Zhangfa?
Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhangfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. It's labeled Zhangfa Express. Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zhangfa. I like how it replaced the other piece of evidence we just used.
Nice.
Thank God. Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time?
It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhangfa leg of the flight.
Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. Move that shit out the way!
But your theory is still very far-fetched.
Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. Watch as I kill myself with this cargo moved out of the way. Don't worry, I'll be fine. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. Zoom and enhance. This is a rather large piece of cargo.
Gumshoe, can you move this for me?
There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Aleph Red statue? Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is that we can, is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. The crime of the time. Now let's get investigating, sir. I keep fucking choking. Goat, scissors, fire flower, fern.
Horseshoe crab.
Yeah,
Tennis
no, I like horseshoe crab. I think that's good. Question mark, exclamation point, bug, Hadoken, prostration.
That is a Hadoken.
The Hadoken. He got through. Look here. Do not go about touching my possessions without my permission. Ah. Don't rush up on me like that, pal. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. God damn it. God damn it. I don't want to talk to this motherfucker. LeBlanc's cargo, alright. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc. Of course it is mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This Aleph Red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much more. Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. You know, it's funny they're using cents, because that just is a way to equate
Yen.
dollar to yen.
Yeah, so I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. It's funny. 10 million cents. I've like lost my gumshoe voice. I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, detective. Damn. How'd you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. Like we're an old married couple or something. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place. Yo, Tusk? Yo, the second Tusk joke on this stream? Can't be helped. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or in dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there's a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer. I'm pretty sure we could just do this. Like arrest this guy, get him out of here.
Kill him.
Kill him. It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching. That went into my logic mind, my logic hole. Aha! You wouldn't happen to be smuggling, would you? If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhengfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. You stuck there, Gumshoe? Oh my god. Fake statue. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake. What? What? How dare you say my art is fake? I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here. Do you mean the cargo certification document? I'll just take it. No. Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I am reading all that shit. I can't read all that shit. I can't read this. What does it say? It says as plain as day, the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe. And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate. Doesn't mean it couldn't have been moved. No. Let's get Kyle in here. Well, we know a guy.
Yeah.
Let's get Kyle in here for his testimony on how cargo works on planes. We know a guy. Which means that there was never that there never was a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself. Fuck you! Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right. Don't say his name. Oh my god! We should have fucking called this one a year ago. Alright, so it wasn't its boobies.
Wait, what?
It's its hands. But here it kind of looks like it's pecs.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just fishing for out of context things for the highlight reel. You know how it goes.
Sure.
This. I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the Aleph Red? Aleph Red? Aleph? Aleph. Whack his pee-pee. Wasn't that funny, Mr. Edgeworth? You didn't hear it? No one laughs at my good jokes. Gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it. The statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it. I believe a closer look is warranted here. What are you gonna do about it? I'm touching it.
I'm a professional art appraiser. What's in a case?
It's in a case! Why is he freaking out? So, this is the infamous Aleph Red statue. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. Oh, let's see. Is it a fake? Its eyes are yellow. And not red.
Yes.
So this is the Aleph Red statue. I swear I've seen this somewhere before. No wonder this thing's worth 10 million cents. Look at how it sparkles, sir. I wouldn't call it sparkling, detective. Maybe more along the lines of dully shining. Much like you. Are these eyes made of some sort of gem? That's a real nice shade of orange. For a sec, I couldn't even tell they were jewels. Oh, but they kind of remind me of the eyes of this stray cat that lives near my house. Wow, just pointed out. Are the eyes supposed to be this color? Is it possible the statue is a fake? What's this? The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Oh, you. What did you said now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen. Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate. Why should I forgive if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it.
What?
Do a little deducing. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Eureka! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do. But it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in the field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets! Focus, detective! What color are the eyes in this photo? Oh, I'm colorblind. So I can't tell you. Huh? Sir, they're red! As I thought, the statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc. What do you want? Do you not know I am a busy man? I'll allow you 2 seconds for your answer. The Aleph Red, I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not? It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago. Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is gonna be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but... What is it? Sympathy for what? You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes. That large fellow there has a very bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo. Why the sudden yelling? Now then. Oh. It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. A fake! Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake.
I'll make you eat those words.
Sorry, I'm still working on my ability to overlap 2 lines at once. No, I'm not quite there yet. Y'all ever seen the cursed video of Sonic Adventure 2 not loading fast enough on the PC version so that the dialogue in that scene where Shadow and Sonic fight for the first time, where it actually didn't overlap?
Jesus Christ, why would everyone ever subjugate themselves to that?
Sometimes you just gotta know. I've never been the same. But what's new? I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, definitely confirmed it, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhangfa. And I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. That one.
I think it's...
Yeah, it's this.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely confident that there is a contradiction here. What do you think, detective? Well, I think it's really suspicious looking, sir. My well-trained gut tells me so.
Okay.
How come when I answer confidently, you take that to mean we're off course, sir?
Maybe it's the photo of the other cargo?
The jewels in the eye sockets, they were made to look just like real gems. Do you mean these aren't real? Do you really think the forgers would waste that kind of money on a replica? I guess not. Oh! I just got a really great idea. I can probably find some rocks down by the river I can polish up to look like real jewels. I think I'll try that out and give one to Maggie as a present next time. I wonder if he's serious. I wonder if I should try to stop him if he is. I think that's a great idea, Gumshoe. I think you should definitely do that.
It might just be that image,
Yep. Oops, wrong thing. That would definitely work.
Eureka!
There's clearly a contradiction here. What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo. That's not possible. Oh, but it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhangfa, there is no way that any part of this should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhangfa. But then what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There was only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all of the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true. However, you have it backwards, Franziska. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. People owned with facts and logic. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Why he's in it, I don't quite know, but hey. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhangfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhangfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer! Move this statue immediately! I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath. Now! See you, Gaslight. Man, I've had to sneeze for like fucking 10 minutes. And I just haven't. Ugh. Jeez. Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings! Go on. After moving the Alifred statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol. And there was a reaction. Ah, how I missed my retinas burning out of my eye sockets. Ah, yes. Good old nightmare vision goggles. I see. There was a reaction to luminol. An indication that there was blood in that spot. Ugh. Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? No. It would seem that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. And how do you think the killer did that? How did the killer clean up all the blood? It's quite simple.
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. they had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhangfa.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Gotta walk my dog.
Yep. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. You guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhangfa? There was no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhangfa, then this becomes highly suspect. So we landed there at 4 a.m., I believe. And Melee had testified to seeing him at 5 a.m. Man, there would be so many other people to testify whether that was true or not, but yeah. Recall Miss Milei's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when he departed Zhangfa. When we departed Zhangfa. Hawuga. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in a seat at 5 a.m., you know. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls. But it totally contradicts the facts, sir. But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Milei herself. A lot of to be continueds. A lot of good breakpoints in this game, I should say. You could definitely go 5 hours of an investigation without a stopping point in a mainline game. Miss Milei. Miss Milei! Yeah? Huh? Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as you were departing from Zhangfa? Huh? You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible. Because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zhangfa. Oh. Miss Cummy Milei. Miss Cummy, I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did? No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Milei. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. Ugh. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well. Miss Milei, if you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. And 6 a.m. when the body was found. We were to land at 3 a.m. What? I thought the layover, the transfer period was from 4 to 5. Why would you start to land at 3? Well, that's fine. That should still be accounted for, so it's fine, but it's not the time they were gonna land. Are you telling me I'm suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Miss Milei's alibi. Can't wait to press this one. Oh, yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. Fucking God, a bird gave better testimony than her. How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Miss Milei, wake up! She fell asleep again. Looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Miss Melee, wake up! I'm awake. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant. Why ask me to wake her up? Why ask me to wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use? From 3 to 4, I was in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda. Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating and then having a most delicious dream. I was doing my task. You mean you were neglecting your duties? No way. Sleeping's part of our job too, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Miss Melee, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake the fuck up! I'm awake. Killer! Oh! What'd you whip me for, sir? Oh, what'd I miss? A poor detective being on the receiving end of a lash in your stead. Really? Sorry about that. You could make amends for that by continuing with your testimony. And from 5 to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. So you were alone the entire time, were you? Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Oh, well, I think I just, well, a contradiction just popped in to say hi. Hey.
It's gonna be that the fucking captain came to see her and that was the cause of the turbulence.
So, it had crossed my mind at some point that, like, we haven't seen the captain yet. He's gonna be in on the murder somehow and, like, cause the turbulence. Right? To, like, cover something up. I don't know, right? But just crossed my mind early on. But yeah, you're probably right. Should I raise an objection? I think I'm gonna raise an objection. Miss Melee, there was a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony. Huh? What are you talking about? It's not possible that you were alone in that attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 a.m.
Take that!
I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Melee. Huh? A receipt? For what? It's for the suitcase Miss Tenario bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp... This is the funniest part of the video right here. You must watch it. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Miss Tenario. Yes. Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now. I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie, even though I find it quite simple! Now then, Miss Tenario, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from the first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
Oh, she's shrimp fried, all right.
Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. I think she's more based on what? It's impossible to tell, honestly. It's just so nuanced. Yeah, you gotta really know a character for a long time.
For sure, for sure.
After which, I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off. And did you see Miss Melee there at that time? No. So Miss Melee, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Giving the captain some sloppy toppy, probably. Heyo, right, sister? Miss Cummy, Melee. Someone put a fucking shock collar on her. Huh? The bathroom? I'll be the one to ask the next question here. Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know. You take me for a fool. That's a little too convenient to be true. But it's the truth. Cross my heart. I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out? Reason for suspicion. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew, but you think then maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too. She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super sus. Please leave Miss Tenario out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Miss Rhoda. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I? Never mind, homo. But you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kind of like... I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. Now is not the time for this sort of talk. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm the one of the crew. God, because I'm one of the crew. No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statements regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies. Ah, but say I wasn't unattended. You wouldn't suspect me then, would you? Oh, she's a fucking genius.
Shit.
You got me there.
You got me there.
Yes, I suppose that's true enough. However... But you think then maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too. She is already being detained for further questioning. Or have you already forgotten? Oh yeah. Guess I just forgot. I forgore? Cummy, don't tell me you suspect me too. Sorry, can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done it. I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me? A killer? Miss Melee, what did you mean just now by no one else who could have done it? She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know.
Hold it.
What are you in charge of, Miss Melee? I take care of the attendance room. That doesn't count! Oh, but I spent so much time in there. It might as well be my responsibility. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, Cummy is very talented in languages, so she assists passengers who may not speak English. International spy. Especially those who speak Borginian. She is the only one on this flight who is fluent. Oh, you mean that kind of what am I in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place? What else could I have meant? Yeah, so I'm really good at Borginian. She's fluent in Borginian. Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian? Yeah. I take care of everything that has to do with Borginian. Very interesting. I'm very interested in that statement. If you ask me, that makes her super sus.
Hold it.
Actually, Your on-the-job behavior makes you super sus in my eyes. Huh? But why? While Miss Tenario is busy with the passengers and all of her other duties, you have a lot of free time on your hands, thus providing you with ample time to commit the crime. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you cease and desist in this line of conjectural questioning. I won't allow you to bluff your way through this like a certain defense lawyer. Phoenix. Excuse me. But I do not honestly believe Miss Millet does any actual work aboard this flight. Oh, that's not true, Mr. Edgeworth. Although, well, I suck a lot of cock. All I'm in charge of are the attendance room and some Borginian stuff.
Hold it.
So what exactly do you do as the one in charge of some Borginian stuff? I do stuff like translate things from and into Borginian. Cummy is the only member of the crew who understands Borginian, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Millet, I take it then that it is your job to process all the Borginian paperwork? Yeah. See, I totally pull my weight around here. So it would appear, perhaps I should ask her for a few more details about her work and... Miss Millet, it's very unladylike to push suspicion onto someone else. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Miss Rhoda is very sus! There it is. It's beautiful. Oh, he was cutting her off! Damn! Not an authentic sus mention. There you go, pushing everything onto her again. I don't get what you're saying. It must be a really abstract concept, huh? The only thing abstract here is the landscape inside your head. You should have said that out loud. That would have been sick. Everyone should have heard that. You should not have kept that to yourself.
I heard it, boss.
I know you did. I'm gonna guess it's just this.
Document in Borginian, yeah.
Yeah. So, you're the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian? Is that correct? Yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Borginia for a while. If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose: to lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. I've like fucked it up so many times on purpose that came out naturally this time. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Miss Millet. Without your participation. Nice! I was wondering why he was so far over there. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Aleph Red could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you.
Oh my god, she was blowing bubbles to give the illusion that she was having the sleep bubbles. Oh my god.
Flabbergasted.
And she's saying she wouldn't sleep with that tree. What the fuck?
Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. fuck, she got hotter. Fuck, fuck, fuck. She was blowing the bubble. Wait, how is she doing it so well? She like eating the soap and like putting it in her mouth and like putting it through her sinuses to her nose? Ugh.
Oh, I have no idea what you just said.
No, like she was, yeah. You get the soap into your nose, then you blow out the bubbles through your nose. It's possible. It wouldn't taste good. It wouldn't be pleasant, but you could do it.
Also, do you think it was Lamiroar?
Right now, do you think she killed the guy?
No. Do you think it was Lamiroar?
What are you asking?
the broad she was studying in Virginia.
Ooh.
She said she was studying abroad in Virginia.
Let's think of the timeline here. Would she be in Virginia right now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because this takes place 2 months after Trials and Tribulations. But Phoenix has not...
Oh wait, I thought this was 2 months after Phoenix got disbarred, or is this after Apollo?
No, I believe this is after Trials and Tribulations, but before Phoenix gets disbarred. I believe it. No, I believe it mentioned the 2 month period between those two events.
Yes.
So, and Phoenix got disbarred because of Enigma Grammary or whatever his fucking name was, right? His whole murder situation. But what's her name? Lamiroar would have already been... I think the tragedy with her would have occurred way before then, in theory. Maybe not way before then, but at least like a while. A couple of years. So yeah, she's probably in Virginia right now. So yes, it's very possible Melee here has a connection with Lamiroar. That's nice. Anyway. Oh, I want to dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. Who the fuck? It's exactly as you say. Are you confessing to have participated in the smuggling? No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document, but you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There was no direct correlation after all. Big bubble. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Really? All you did was sign it? I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So sorry about that. It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight. Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that.
Objection!
You want me to read this?
Yeah, you can read it.
If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill.
Yes!
Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring.
Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda had access to many things on this plane for work purposes. Oh! So perhaps there is some element of setup at play in this case. What are you talking about? Don't worry. I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenero who is under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can. You have no proof that Rhoda is being set up or that she isn't. Actually, I believe that she has indeed the intent... she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for that crime onto her. And this evidence will prove my suspicions. Oh, fuck.
Suitcase?
Suitcase. Probably suitcase.
Oh, could be piggy bank.
It could be piggy bank.
I'm
gonna go with
the shop
no.
is for,
Yeah.
jurisdiction.
Yeah, but we've gone over that quite a few times, how it, like, didn't necessarily come out. Plus, it's...
Well,
Oh, no, you're right. No, I think you're right.
It was the thing planted to make it look like it was the murder weapon.
I believe you're right, yes. And we have disproven this as the murder weapon.
Right.
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
Yeah.
This piece of evidence will answer all of our questions. Are you sleep presenting or something, Mr. Edgeworth? No, as you can plainly see, I am wide awake. Then I'm afraid you failed. You were making so little sense that I thought maybe you were asleep.
No, we're right.
Talk about a Dr. Sleepy Mrs. Hyde-esque transformation. Pretty funny. Is this it? But wasn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? I need to stay calm, think carefully, and then present the condemning evidence.
No, it was that one. You're right.
Alright, let's look through it all.
Oh, I guess also this was discovered at the shop.
I think it's gotta be the suitcase.
Take that.
The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? I like how she's now like a gangster.
Yeah.
She's got like a cigar. I almost wanted to see like, well, you ever see? I couldn't have been the killer.
Nice guy, eh? Yeah, no, for sure.
Could have been me. It was that damn broad Tenero. The only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Tenerio from the murder. For the murder! Miss Tenerio buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. Somehow. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very, very tight spot. Master, we're in a tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand, adapted their plan, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon.
I'm freaking piggy bank back.
A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. What special circumstance dictated the need for the killer to frame someone?
suppose it's who the murder victim was?
Yeah. What social circumstances the need for the killer to frame?
No, it's where the murder took place.
I think it's got to be where the murder took place.
Yeah. Because
the special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Miles high, in fact. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Miss Tenario or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Miss Tenario or myself, but you, Miss Cummy Melee. Only you and you alone could be the killer. And are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence, see? Ugh! Oh, fuck. What is this?
he's about to go racing.
Yeah, like...
Ace Attorney cart. Oh shit, here comes the power boost.
Super banger alert. Good God. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. Sits up in chair as the music elevates, ignites. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite fit into the big picture.
The cell phone. I think it's the cell phone.
Probably the cell phone. It's fine, I'm gonna take all the time I can with this one just to hear this fucking song. He's got double bass, what the fuck? Yeah. No. 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 Maybe? Probably not. Nope. Nope. I suppose it could be this too, but... he says big picture.
Right.
Which in my mind would mean the smuggling ring. But let's go with the cell phone.
Take that!
I don't have any actual evidence. I thought not. But that's because it went missing and still is.
Missing? What do you mean by that?
In the
simple
complex puzzle for you all that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. The cell phone! The cell phone is real! And that is the victim's cell
In this
phone.
flight, get much higher.
Franziska, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks's cell phone. Or at least that's what you told me.
That's right.
But Agent Hicks's cell phone cannot be found at the crime scene.
You mean the killer took the phone with them?
Precisely. I suspected that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer. Come on. Get serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well? We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Oh, Franziska, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not? Ah, the classic.
Of course I do.
Call that shit. Cammy, don't tell me you have it on you. Agent Hicks's phone! It's ringing from somewhere, sir! I hear it, detective.
Yeah, she ate it.
Now where is it coming? I swear to God if she ate it! It's in the fucking teddy bear.
It's in the teddy bear.
Miss Mealy, wake up! Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I got sleepy all of a sudden because it sounds like a lullaby I used to love as a child. Ugh! Better find that cell phone fast! It's probably in one of the suitcases.
Wait, where did the statue go?
They moved it, remember? To check for the blood. Yeah.
It?
Sounds like the
Okay.
phone is up in the flight attendant's room. We better hurry up to the flight attendant's room, sir. Sorry, I can't run with my setup. Yo, me every morning trying to fall asleep. It's worse than this. I could fall asleep to this at this point. The ringing's coming from somewhere in here, sir. Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. Suitcase. I wonder if it might be inside this suitcase. I don't hear any sounds coming from inside, sir. I don't suppose the culprit would have been so dumb as to try the same trick twice. The ringing is coming from somewhere around here. But it's not here, sir. Why do I have such a bad feeling about where we're going to find the phone? This is the emergency control panel for the elevator. The switches are currently set to 1F open, which means that right now it's stopped on the first floor with its doors wide open. Bed? Trash can? It doesn't seem to be over here. It looks like somewhere else, sir. I guess it's in the... The ring's coming from in here, sir. What? No. It can't be. It's gotta be the victim's cell phone. Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Miss Tenero's. What?! Surprising nobody. Why is this guy here now?
He was still falling, he just landed.
So, Mr. Edgeworth! How'd it go?
Edgeworth kept stopping time to increase his suffering.
Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room in Miss Tenerio's locker. What? But...
Rhoda Tenerio.
I don't know anything about the phone! Wasn't me, it wasn't me! Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenerio right away. Wait. I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the key card. When the killer went to steal the key card, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Tenerio's locker at the same time.
Objection!
This is related to the key card, alright.
Turn it back down so I'm not screaming over it.
In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. And that is the one bird we cannot ignore.
Who said bird? I miss her. I hope nothing bad happens to her in 2 days. Remember, this is 2 days before the first case.
Yeah, I know.
What should I do? Franziska's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then. Why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? It must have something very incriminating on it. On or in it.
Hold it!
What now? It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone.
What?
Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail.
Yo, Nokia?
The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Ah, it's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? Franziska, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone. Can it take pictures? Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir.
This looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine.
Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case. If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for our killer smuggler. But the phone's all busted up, sir. Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. I'll find a way. Don't you worry about that. May I go back to sleep now?
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken. That's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data.
What? What do you mean by that, Franziska? My dear
like
boomer brother.
It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with the electronics.
They're all Zoomers in this world, everyone we play as, I guess.
This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone.
Nah. Franziska, your phone, if you please!
Very well. It's transferring.
This was way too easy, what the fuck?
Displaying it now.
Fine. They would have been able to do this anyway. I just cut out the middleman. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
Gumshoe, roll on the PC.
This is...
Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case.
Hey, the Aleph Red's nowhere in this pic, sir. But this has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right? Don't say his name. Ouch, she's right. There's not much we can find out from this about Agent Hicks's killer, sir.
She's right? How could that be possible? Nick, how could she do this to me?
Is this it? Is this the end? What would Phoenix do? A ghost would talk to him, that's what. Is there really nothing in this photo that we can use?
There is. The suitcase is still there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be the suitcase, right?
Yep.
And the other cargo's not there yet. It's a different cargo there. It's there on the right. I don't know, suitcase? The fact that all of the suitcases are here in this photo is odd.
Agent Hicks was still alive at the time. So what exactly is so odd about the suitcases that haven't been used yet being there?
Yes, well, I was only pointing out things that are different between now and then.
And your off-topic ramblings have put this attendant to sleep yet again, Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Guess that wasn't it.
I'll give Sleepyhead here a rude awakening, a deafening objection, and a contradiction. Well, what's all this then?
That's all this then.
Oh. I guess you take them.
Oh, they are cargo ship from Virginia to Zhengfa.
Really? So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zhengfa. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there is no English written on them anywhere.
One cluster of boxes is written in Borginian. It says...
Prostration, keys, scissors.
Key, scissors, horseshoe crab.
Fire flower.
Fire flower Hadoken. It says cloth in English.
Cloth? Could it be? Is this where the killer?
What? What for is that scary face?
Miss Mealy! Yeah? It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. Eh? He left us with a piece of evidence after all. There should have been 100 photos on there. Like, every step he took, he would have taken a photo. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is. Ha! Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth.
Virginian cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer. I think it's just the cloth.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right.
Take that!
And what is that supposed to prove? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from?
How did they know there was a cloth in the box, yeah?
Ah! And now I have finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zhengfa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece from to clean up the blood with. Arr! That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Cummy Mealy. Ha! That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Borginian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your... No, okay, alright. That's one markdown for image I have saved that is not a complete line. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your ass. Estimate of the killer's indiscriminate nature. What? There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Borginian, well then...
Bed sheets.
Bed sheets! Hey, it all comes together. You love it. Hey, it says bed sheets in English right on the box, sir. Precisely. And bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? So what are you trying to say? That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first.
However, the killer chose to use some Porcinian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that?
The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was in this cargo hold. So they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the sheets had been opened. However, the Borginian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color.
Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zhengfa.
That's right. That is why the Borginian cloth was used. And the only Borginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Cummy Melee. I'm sorry, I mean Cummy. I definitely mean Cummy. I'm sorry, Miss Cummy Melee. You and you alone. Oh! Why is that thing's arm so long?
Maybe it's like this one of those stretchy toys, and it's not actually like a cloth teddy bear.
Dude, it's an orangutan.
Oh. Well, I guess
You know, I was reading up on orangutans last night. It's my favorite pastime is reading up on monkeys at random.
I
didn't know that.
Random chimp event.
I didn't. Like what?
Random chimp event.
Random chimp event? I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, yeah, it's
Where
nice.
will you be during the random chimp event?
Wikipedia, I guess. After I took a shower before going to bed, and just being like, oh, it's weird. Orangutans' faces get really wide when they're the alpha males. It's weird. Yeah.
But yours doesn't do that?
Yeah, I definitely cannot do that. No way. I'm a Sigma male. I lose my face, in fact.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. No. I completely against the grain in every way possible. Anyway, it would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we would have to do is contact the Zhangfa authorities in time. We may even find other pieces of evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. Yarr. So what do you say, Miss Melee? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zhangfa? Oh no!
Captain Wen, go
He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. I am going to faint. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
I'm here. I'm still here. That's what happens when you... That's what happens when you use your fucking lungs and not your stomach. I wasn't ready for that. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. Yeah. Oh. I We've finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, detective. What about the smuggling route? Did you say anything about that? They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir. I shit my pants. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Edgeworth! I just want to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much. It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation. But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that... Well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. That's... I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. No. I mean... I would never turn down a lady's generous offer. Oh. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. I gotta love the good smile at the end of it all. And remember, we here at iFly Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Never flying with these fuckers again. Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go. I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, sir, but boy, was it fun! Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, Miss Franziska. Oh, she's filling out some customs paperwork for her departure. Departure? Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always... Shut up. Don't you fucking dare! Never speak those words in front of me. Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier? You got it, sir. Franziska. I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter. I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met. I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am? You are Franziska von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect. Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing period, living her life on the name and fame her invincible father built. True. Your father, Manfred von Karma, looks at camera, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. Man, I hate, like, the lack of respect to the permanence of the ongoing story. Like, we all know he was the biggest bastard alive. What are you talking about? Oh, wait, no. She's traumatized. Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair.
I think
like,
that
she's
is
idolized
fair.
her father.
But
right?
you know that's not where this is going.
Sure. Well, unlike me, he was able to take damage from bullets.
Yeah. The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the sliver of the big picture. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. It's cool. I've been shot. Oh, it's just like her father.
Just like your fucking dad.
Just like
failure.
Daddy. She asked to keep the bullet in.
Oh my god.
You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. I stay strapped now. Yes, I suppose you can. Plus, there was another agent on this case with me. Oh, another agent. He's a star among Interpol agents. And has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows? You may even run into him one day. I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths. Looks at camera. I suppose. But I doubt he would say the same. I'm not following you. You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full. Well. And just like that, she's gone, huh, sir? Thank goodness, I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for her whip. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. Aw, it was nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. I think I'm going to celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight. Just how much did you cut his salary by, Franziska? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Not even gonna treat him to some ramen. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Franziska von Karma. The smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Edgeworth speaking. Ah, finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. And you are? Ah, have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? Mr. Amano. Ernest Amano, correct? Good old Ernest Amano. You know this guy? I don't think we know this guy.
I know Anamano.
Ah, so you do remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped. Guess we'll see you in the next game. It just ends like that? What the fuck? The kidnap turnabout. Interesting. All right, we're going to call it here, and then we'll be back in a bit with this one, probably. Because Tommy's leaving for Japan Thursday morning. Right? That's when you're leaving?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm getting that straight, because I need to go take care of your dog. And then you're going to be probably pretty busy for, like, the following week, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going to happen is we'll take a break on this one. But I'll probably just play RE4 on my own for the next thing. Oh, we're going to watch the cutscene, don't worry. But I'm just giving you all the breakdown, and then we'll watch it and we'll fade out. Because that's the actual way to do it. I remember that's the way to that's the fun way to do it. Next case hurt my brain and also felt like it was 10 hours long. Great. Yeah, I checked how many cases were in this game, so I'm like, this one's gonna be pretty long overall. So yeah.
Thank you. I'll certainly try.
But yeah, Tommy's going to Japan for
I suppose like
how long?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. I suppose I could stream tomorrow night if you wanted to, but we don't have to.
No, we'll take a break. We'll take a break. I'd rather not start a case at this point.
Sure.
But yeah, so you're heading to Japan.
Yeah,
and
I get
then
back on Mother's Day, I believe.
Okay.
So that's May 14th.
You're going for the entirety of April. That's so cool. Yeah, so I'll be honest. I am... All right, don't tell your sisters. I might go with race.
Oh shit.
I might. I haven't talked to him about it. However, my dad was like, "You should spend my travel points."
Okay, I'll let you know. Race was talking about coming pretty soon.
Yeah, I know. I'll go talk to him. Like right now, I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
I'm probably not physically capable of actually like doing anything, but you know, might be worth a shot. I don't know yet, but I might.
Well, we could just go to the city or something while you're there, and not like
but don't,
hiking the mountains.
Yeah, but don't tell your sisters. It would be funny.
I won't know.
That'd be funny. But okay. Yeah, so we're gonna have Resident Evil. I guess on Friday it comes out then, right? I think something like that. Otherwise, I'm playing.
I do not know.
Yeah, I think it's Friday. I know people are already fucking playing it, but yeah, we'll play it around that time. Maybe not at like midnight or something, but I definitely want to play it. All right, let's see this, and then we'll see you when we see you guys.
Cool.
I'm not even gonna read it out. Well, that wasn't as exciting as I thought it was. Later, guys. See ya.